Now, the next skill, or the double skill build. This is going to be fun to play with. So, being the double skill actually takes 2 slots instead of 1, I will first start off by putting on the M, Rec, and In Action. Pretty much independent action and mana recovery. It says this at the bottom of the screen when you're looking at the thing. This is going to combine both the two yellow perks into one. And look at that, I got plenty of space now. Next, because when it comes down to build, like, since install skills or the double install skills are not as, since it covers more the double skill builds I'll be showing you, I cannot promise these are going to be Charlemagne specific or any character specific. Because it's 2 skills in one and you'll have plenty of space open, it's kind of like, why not? It's gonna be less, you know, molded into a particular character, just more in a figure type deal. So I cannot promise this is going to be more specific to Charlemagne, and it's good enough to Charlemagne, but still. Next, I will put Martial Blessing and the Monstrous Strength. Monstrous Strength increases your attack power. I think. Let me check actually. Because Monstrous Strength is an attack skill, this improves guard rates. So, oops. So, the intentive goal was originally to just have it for Martial Blessing, and it's like, why don't you just put Martial Blessing up there? Because this is a double skill build, I will have a bunch of double skills on here, and it's just going to increase the percentage. And since it's at Martial E, and you're going to get the bonus for all that, I might as well just get all the bonuses in that, you know, it's just an extra skill in there anyway, so why complain, why think about it, just be like, oh well, cool, new skill. But moving on, I will actually put, as soon as I can find it, I'll be putting the Imperial Sabre and Extra Arms Mist. Again, it's mainly for the Imperial Sabre, but I will go and locate the EA Mist so I can tell you what that does, because I don't actually know. I will admit, it increases attack rush power. Something is by far a very useful perk actually, so I actually would say that's a really good put together. So, but hey, next I will put I already have that equipped, never mind. Next, I will have Supreme Strike and Guardian of the Moon, double skill. It's combining the 2 skills, like, it's pretty much, you already know what those 2 perks do. I already told you what they did. I'm being too lazy to actually just retell you what they do. So, yeah. Next perk we're gonna have, you would think that I'm going to continue with double skills, and I'm going to tell you the last install skill I am going to have is, hold on, let me check something. I just seen a skill, I'm trying to figure out what it does. It's got to be a yellow skill. Hold on everybody, as I'm looking for the skill, but yeah, that's kind of what it is. I think there's gonna only be one more, excuse me, double skill for this build. So, what was that last thing I was looking at? Oh no, there is a natural body, it's on the Lancer Imperial Privilege. But we are not going to add that, actually. Yes, it's, you know, one of those things, but we ain't adding it, so we are going to be without Next, we're actually going to add the Prana Burst, Flame, and extra attack Flame. Pretty much is gonna deal extra chance to do flame damage and fire. It don't matter actually which one of the elements you pick. It's just supposed to go and cover up the fact that your enemy most likely will not be able to cover the elemental damage you're gonna be doing. So hey, why not? I just like fire, so I just chose fire. But ultimately the point is to have one of the elemental things they have up there, whether it's poison, frost, or flame, lightning, is to be there. That's what that's for. Next, though, to finish this double skill build, or the build I would put on Charlemagne with all this stuff, I would actually go over and put a martial blessing on there. But retro, you already have martial blessing. Like I said earlier, the skills stack. And there's nothing wrong with them stacking more. Sure, it's not going to be as powerful because, yeah, but it's still one of those things. You don't need to be, like, you're not going to be just powerful by putting a bunch of double skills. Sure, you get double skills, like 2 and 1, but there's some things double skills can't solve. That's just that. Next, I will put on natural body. Again, natural body is almost going to be always in my build. Again, you may be thinking, why didn't I just put the Lancer one on there with it? Because, sure, I could have done that, but I don't know exactly how putting, like, trust my judgment. That's all I'm going to say. And finally, I'm going to put on the Obstinate yet again. Oops. This, or actually, nope. It's either Obstinate you're going to want to put on, or you want to go over to support skills and put on the Sabre, Imperial Sabre again. Yes, this is going to not have any bonuses to it, but I mean, the point is to have it, so that's what I would put on for Charlemagne for double skill supplies. But otherwise, that's what I do. If you feel like, you know, you could do a little bit of if you feel like there's a little bit of changes you could do to this to improve it, then so be it. All good by me. So, what's going to happen now is, now that you know these builds, I'm just going to save that. I'm going to go down and I'm going to display his costumes for you guys. I am not... Shut up, bitch. I'm not going to... Like, I have no DLCs for Charlemagne. So, if that's what you're hoping for, sorry, I ain't got none for him. I didn't buy none for him. He wasn't in any of the packs I bought, so... Sorry about that. Not really, but still. First is his original outfit, the Holy Knights Battle Gear. A very nice outfit. I think the black and red really, well, not black and red, the white and blue actually complement each other. And then having that black in there. It's a really good outfit despite it, you know, its simplicity. I think it's a good outfit, so. Next, you got the outfit you seen me wearing just a moment ago. Very similar to the, Holy Knights, but the main difference is it's black. It's black. He got some red instead of blue, and there's gold on there. Plus, I think that he also has more armor on him. So, you see me switch over and back to the Holy Knights gear. That's just to go on and show you that the difference, like a quick difference, that you could definitely tell there's different. Like the back of his cape's got his thing, so like a little emblem. He got some more armor on, is black. You got a little bit of white, red. He kind of looks like he's trying to be Dracula a little bit, but still. What do I know? But yeah, guys, that's the other outfit he has. You can unlock this outfit by increasing his bond level to a certain point. That's how this outfit is unlocked. Then the rest is DLC, so. And yes, guys, now it is time that you all have been waiting for. I also forgot to mention his base attack power is going to be 1650. His defense is 1500. That's the reason why I wasn't so concerned on putting on any sort of defense on him, because he already had a good defense. And what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Tell your paladin to stop doing what he's doing. The fuck are you doing? I'm just gonna turn away real quick before I get pissed off. Next up, I'm gonna show you I'm gonna just show you a battle now. It's not gonna be a full battle because yeah, but still, I'm gonna just show you the moves in action. I'm gonna show you how much power he truly possesses. So, alright, so there's also one very important thing I forgot to mention. That music, it must have been getting annoying, so I'll just do it here in the mission thing. I forgot to mention his code cast, what I think would be a good code cast for him. Now, this is going to be tricky, because this I'm going to say it's random on which code cast you get. I think some of them are planned, but for some of the others, they are tricky because it's like, when do you get them? So at the very least, when you first start out the game, as you can see, it won't even let me equip the D codecast anymore. It will not pop up. I already have them, but they won't let me get them. So, also, future reference, if you wish for me to do the character customization here, if the other music got too annoying or whatever in the background, I'm not turning it off, so I'm just saying that. But if you want me to do it here from now on, instead of in my room, I wasn't being funny by saying like in my bedroom. I was like, that's what it was called. But if you want it to be done here, future reference, let me know in the comments, so that I don't annoy the living hell out of you with the music. Plus, it's not as annoying. So, but yeah, no, the code cast. Anyways, before I get sidetracked, this is gonna be tricky on what to tell you to equip for Charlemagne. But when you get all the like, let's say you have all the mystic codes equipped, what I'm going to recommend you do is the current mystic code I have equipped is the Rider relic. It's a very decent relic. However, that's not the one I recommend for Charlemagne. I'm trying to find the I forgot the name of it. I'm sorry, I gotta find it real quick. The golden armor would be a huge big thing I would choose on him, because I'm gonna, again, triangles to pull this up. It'll tell you the stats of each of these as well. Like, I'm not focused on the install skills it has with it. I'm focused on the code casts. The install skills, consider them a bonus. An unneeded bonus that increases more whatever. The reason why I recommend golden armor as one of these, because oh wait, I thought that was something else. Never mind. Screw this armors. I seen one of the abilities and I thought that was a time reduction bonus. So, because if you look the Lancer relic and you look over to the Rider relic, they have the same exact code cast, but the install skills are different. When they have the same code cast, that's when you focus on the install skills. But like I said, I'm already recommending you everything and guiding you through how Charlemagne can be played, or the way I play him. Not the best build and not whatever. This is how I find him effective. What I meant to put on Charlemagne was the Scepter of the Moon. You're gonna be like, but why that? It don't have no power thing. Looking at this, I would say, or there's two of these, two sectors of the moon. The only difference is one has some better install skills, where the other one, actually you can see it at the bottom right. You can see kind of the general gist of the codecast, and you can see the EX Plus Scepter of the Moon has more codecast, but has the same, but has less on the install skill side, where the EX Scepter of the Moon has a more install, less codecast. Again, while choosing, ignore the install skills. Those are bonus. But since it's the same exact thing, I kid you not, these are two separate things. This isn't me accidentally buying something, remaking something. They're two separate things. So, I recommend the EX Plus, not because it has a higher rank, but because it has the codecast, and the codecast is what we're focusing on, not the bonuses from the install skills. But I mean, that is what it is. But the Scepter of the Moon heals major injuries, like it'll restore a good part of your health back. You will it has the cooldown for 45 seconds. It has a time reduction, which I think can really be nice, because sure, it will not have no power, like it's not it don't have nothing that has a power increase on it, which, you know, is fine. But like I said, while I was making the, or not making, but showing you the active skills, Charlemagne already has quite a bit of power. Even his base power is 1650. He's already a strong, you know, servant. He also has a pretty decent defense to him, but still, if you know, want, and this has a little more defense, but sense of how strong Charlemagne's abilities are, I'm gonna just say reducing the time to where you could activate them more is probably better than trying to increase the power of it, because figuratively speaking, a handgun, I'm gonna say, let's say Call of Duty wise, a handgun has more power than a machine gun. And I do believe, I'm not saying this because whatever, but I'm pretty sure stat wise they do. And like Black Ops, like Call of Duty Black Ops 4, I'm gonna just say a handgun's stronger than a machine gun. The odds are probably about the same power, actually. Actually, let me use a better example. This isn't even Call of Duty wise, real life. Actually, I'm just gonna pull the real life thing out here. A shotgun does more power than a machine gun. Guaranteed. There's more power behind it. Yes. However, that machine gun though will go in with how rapid that goes. That damage quickly stacks up. So you're doing like, let's bring this into video game logic. And let's say the machine gun does 5% damage. The shotgun does 15. The fire rate on both weapon on the shotgun is, you could have a shot every 2 seconds. The machine gun, 0.5 seconds. Which one do you want? 0.5 seconds times 5. You're doing almost about 20 per second. Or you're doing like 10 damage per second. Like 0.5 plus 0.5 equals 1 second. Figuratively speaking, at least. I'm not no math major, so fuck off. But the point is, you'll be doing more damage in a rapid succession. Whether it's stronger or whatever, depending on, it's just the concept of doing more damage in less time is what I'm trying to get at. So that's why I'm telling you that attack power does not matter, especially with how Charlemagne's already powerful. So I'm done trying to explain this even more, because I think you get the general concept I am trying to get to you. It's just, it's not, I'm just leaving it at that. Next up, before I get because I got sidetracked a little bit trying to explain that to you. Next up is the defense up. This increase is a major increase to your defense, which is another reason why I sacrifice so many install skill, the install skill slots, is because I already knew that I wanted to have more defense. Like, I didn't want an offensive code cast for him, because I wanted something that's more defensive, supportive, instead of power. That's why there's such a huge hit. That's why my build B, the original build, like the build I made first before I made build B, A, and A, B, or the second build to be a primary build, is because the original build, the very first one, was supposed to be balanced out with these code casts, having the major defense increase. And even if that's the case, even if you don't block too much or whatever, the next stat is gives you an invincibility. Like, you become invincible for 8 seconds, and you can activate this 7 times. 7 times 8, 56. You almost got a minute of invincibility. Invulnerability, you can't get hurt, so it claims. But the general concept, or invisible, no, it don't send you invisible, it just gives you an invisible barrier, but gives you a shield while you fight, so you're defending and fighting at the same time. So, and since most of Charlemagne's skills don't take very long to do, I'm gonna go more on the time reduction, just because, I feel like I could explain that a little more. Because Charlemagne has a low time reduction already on most of his skills, and 9 seconds turned to 4 seconds, and it takes like 2 seconds. Like, once you activate one ability, you will have that cooldown. It's going down, but once you activate another ability, guess what? The first ability is back. And since he has high power in that, and I've increased his active skills power even more, I don't think I need to explain any more to that. I think you understand that. I just want to reiterate why I said to do that. So continuing on, I'm going to click the Scepter of the Moon and equip that. The support troops, again, ignore them, they don't matter. And to prove my point, very hard mode. Very hard. And I'm going in and I'm going to fight these guys. So, also another thing, like, you may have heard like this little blowing sound into the microphone while earlier on in the video. That's because I had a fan facing in my general direction, and the fan probably blew into the mic, so yeah, fixing that up. So, skipping past this, Charlemagne in battle, his look. So let's just go. I also recommend, for if you want to move quicker, dash. Running, you get a little speed running, but there's nowhere quick as fast. Alright, here's my enemies. I'm gonna just dash over here real quick, if you could not. Alright. Oh, it's not an actual thing. Okay, well that was disappointing. Not what I thought when, like, remember it. But, I guess this is what's called the 12 Paladins then, okay. But yeah, it summons off this. This is what it summons. Not exactly what I remember. I thought it summoned, the other Paladin, but that's the, Pursuit skill, I guess. I'm not as flashy, and I may have actually forgotten what the skill does. So, here is the, Eruption skill, the, Tornado skill, and the Astolfo Lance. Exactly what Astolfo does is just not a spin, and you can smack them like that. Although it's not good, not exactly the best for combo wise, it still does its job. I think I might actually go and reconsider what I said about the Knight's Pursuit, because I thought it was one thing. I'll admit I was wrong. It's been a long time since I've used Charlemagne, so I do apologize. This is not the actual skill, because clearly they're not doing a damn thing. They're just there, so. But yeah, everything else though, I will say keep. Everything else skill-wise, that's what it does. He has no exact rush skill like Nero. Here's the first code cast, the defense code cast. Come on, hit me, assholes. I said hit me. Come on. This is them hitting me, and that's how much they're doing to me. They're weak. Next, time reduction. Because that's my highest skill. It takes about 25 seconds and it's almost done. First move. And looks that your first move's back. With this, with the time reduction, you pretty much can do massive amount of damage at once. Now, it's not the, if you have a problem with how this is being played, don't think that like if you are having a trouble with this, like me, this doesn't feel right. I don't like how this is played. That's mainly because I don't like playing Charlemagne, as a matter of fact. I'm not too fond of playing Charlemagne. So, if the guide does help, that's that. I highly doubt, like this is the best way of building them. Like here's just some base, him base fighting. Very powerful. He's, you know, managing to take these foes out in seconds. It's just he's not going to be able to, you know, rush attack them very much or whatever. It's just going to be, you know, damage wise. Although, you know, one of these, the one ability, the pursue, chase thing, whatever, that will be taken off. I forgot which skill, and luckily I do remember. I think I remember the actual skill I used. I just thought it was one thing. Apparently I was wrong. I was thinking of something else, so an oopsies on my part. Another reason why, even why I say pros make mistakes. I'm not no pro, not by far. And I'm going here so the music does not annoy the shit out of you some more, so you don't have to listen to it to even longer than an hour. So I'm gonna take this off because, you know, what is actually supposed to be here is, if I can remember this, it should be that one. I thought of the wrong thing, and in this case, it's all three attack skills of mine are they're all saber skills, but let me show you what the actual build's supposed to look like before I make another oopsies. Notice how it's all, like, all three of his main attacks, they're all powerhouse moves, but that's, excuse me, that's all to, I did that intentionally, knowing he's gonna have a bunch of power to play with, and then managing to throw all that power at everybody at once. Alright, let me just hop over here real quick. Shut up, Tomino. Get your ass out here and actually do something. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a quick demonstration of the other skill I gave out to you. I'm not even gonna pronounce that, but still. This, fuck off, Lancelot. That's the actual skill I meant. Look at the amount of damage done to the Shadow Lancer right there, based off that one move. Although its cooldown could be a bit, it's not too bad, it's not too absurd. I'll demonstrate that one more time. It has a huge attack radius as well, which is nice. And how did I forget the best move on Charlemagne? Actually, I'm disappointed. So I'm gonna equip the one move, the time reduction, and show you exactly how fast it's going up. If you want to know, for like just kind of a tip, this isn't specific to Charlemagne or nothing, but this is just a tip. I'm gonna throw that out there, and that. All right. If you look by Charlemagne's little icon, you'll see a little you'll see that blue outline to his skills. That's showing you how much you're doing. Then rush skill. But that just shows you the cooldown, so you don't have to go and hold this down. So, and then adding speed boost to everything. Now that I don't have that on him no more, there's the cooldown, so you actually can see it. But yes, Charlemagne, I don't know if him ranked by the community. I don't care about what anyone else says, because everyone knocks on, you know, like all Stolfo and shit. He's my main. I don't care. But you know, many power. Actually, I'm gonna actually show you the against the servant how much power this is actually supposed to do. Like Charlemagne's gonna do, instead of just against like a shadow servant. Just the skill I forgot. I'm not even the I'm gonna call it the Lemire, I think. I'm gonna just call it the Lemire. It took a huge hit out of Lancelot's health, just bam, and it'll turn into a rush skill. This is all based off of just that, and he has no extra besides the install skills attached to him. This is all Charlemagne possesses. This is his true power. This is how strong Charlemagne is. That was against the a berserker class servant, and berserkers are meant to be strong as hell. So it's strong and can take a huge hit. They're made like a tank, really. So that's how strong Charlemagne is with this build. So I hope you guys actually learned something useful here, and this guide actually helps you out a lot and stuff like that. Next video, or the next guide, will be the Nero guide, where I go over Nero. Would you stop moving around, you dick? So yeah, guys, there you go. That's how I play Charlemagne. That's the skills and stuff I put on him. That's what I recommend putting on him. How to play him. That's the guide I'm gonna give you. I really hope this helps you out. I really do. Because if you really enjoy playing Charlemagne, or if you want to learn to play as Charlemagne just because of his looks, because let me tell you, badass all the way. Plus, you know, whatever, it's just, that's that. Now this is where, you know, in the channel, since the video I will be saying is finally done after the, I'm gonna say, I don't know exactly how long this has been, because I actually, while making this, I actually had to save multiple times, different video clips. So the time is actually random. I don't know how much time it is, but what I will say though is this has been about 45 to an hour at the very least. So, but I will say though, this is the time in the video where people's like, thanks guys for watching. Please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna give you a heart attack here. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you out. I don't care if you drop a like. I don't care if you drop a subscribe. I am that one YouTuber who does not care. I said this once, I'll say it again. Don't worry about it, guys. I'm not here to get you guys to like me. When I said drop a dislike if this did not help, I meant it. I want real criticism. This isn't supposed to be popularity. This is supposed to be helpful. This is supposed to be a guide, damn it. Like, sure, I could go without the profanity, But this is still, I'm not going to change how I run things, how I do things, no. So, I'm just going to throw that out there now. I'm not doing this for subscriptions. I'm not doing this for likes. I am doing this because I felt, actually I didn't even feel, I wanted to do this for you guys. Regardless of, anything else, I wanted to make you guys a guide, so. And I thought it'd be fun anyway, so hey. I mean, I just hope one day, after you watch my guide, we find each other on opposite sides of the battlefield, to be honest. And once we do, I would like to have a honorable fight against you. And hopefully, at the very least, I could help you get somewhere within the game, so. This is all just me trying to be nice, actually. So, thank you guys for watching. I really hope that, this helped you. And if you would just listen to this half the time instead of just watching it, that's cool. One half of this I kind of expected you to listen to. But for the other servants, I think there's about 16 servants, actually. The videos are going to be about this long. The only difference is I'm not going to, I think one is actually going to be shorter than the rest because heavy amount of like I already have everything set under, like he's already pre-built stuff like that, so it'd be reduced timing for that one. But if this guy takes a little bit of time, not to make, but just time to watch, because guides aren't meant to be rushed. Because those people trying to rush guides, I feel, are just trying to get the subscriptions, likes, whatever. Guides are supposed to help. That's what this is for. I'd rather take 2 seconds more to explain what you're doing and why you're doing it, instead of just, like I said earlier, with the whole test thing. Oh, shit. I need help. I'm gonna cheat, look at this guy's test. You don't know what you're doing with it. You took the answers, and yeah, you're gonna use those answers, but for all you know, they could A, be wrong, and what I could be telling you may be wrong, actually. I never doubt that I could be. Now, what I will say, though, is I may be wrong, but I tell you what to use and stuff, not just to tell you, but I also explain the answers to everything. So, that's why these are going to take a little bit of time to watch, to make, to record, because they're going to be long so that I can explain what you're doing and why you're doing it, instead of just you doing something to do it. So, that's why it's going to be about an hour long every time. 45 to an hour long at least. So if that is something you're not happy with, I'm sorry, I'm not going to reduce the time. That's something I will keep the same. It's not changing. So I will say that now. Don't drop in the comments if you do decide to comment, which I really don't. Like, I will respond to your comments. Like, if you put like a comment in the section, the odds are, once I see it, since this is a guide, I will comment. Like, I swear to goodness, I'll comment to you. So if you drop some sort of comment, the odds are I'll comment back eventually. I get on my I look at the channel and stuff every day, so the odds are I'll see your comment, and if I don't, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But if you make a request, I will do it. Granted, I'm still gonna do like a servant order, like they're all gonna be done in a specific fashion of when they're gonna be done, but still, the point is, don't feel free to, ask questions. That's what this is for. Clearly, I know something. Clearly, I'm trying to, get that knowledge out there. So, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I really do hope this helps you out. This has been Retro, and the How to Charlemagne Fate Extella Link Guide. You have a great day.